It feels so good to have this thing done. Hello everybody, I am the Goofy Geek and I'm here with another episode of Building Every Pokemon in Minecraft. Today, we've started things off, as you saw in the time-lapse, with adding a bunch of auto-crafters to the melon and pumpkin farm, so I don't have to handcraft melons anymore. It was taking forever, it made using the farm really difficult, and now I'm never gonna have to do it again. Is this whole thing overkill? Yes. Yes, it is. In fact, I did not test it before I built it. I just figured, yeah, 6 modules. Sounds good. I'll tell you right now, I don't think I've seen this one even come close to firing. In fact, I think those are the same number of melons that I had in it from the beginning. But maybe not. Maybe I've added some to it. Either way, these two units are working hard. And if there's ever any sort of overflow, say I AFK overnight or something, I don't have to worry about this thing letting melon pieces up into the top. But yeah, it basically just makes it so way all the pumpkins go right on back into the system, and all the melon slices get pulled out. The auto crafter turns them into into whole melons for me, and yeah, I have this neat little circuit here that I came up with myself, actually, believe it or not. Oops. As I was saying, let's try not to fall off this time. I have this neat little circuit. It's a little complex to explain. Basically, this auto crafter is set to only have one empty slot, and by pumping it into the side of this comparator with the light on, it means that the signal coming out of here is reduced by the strength of this one. So this one's giving off, I think, a signal of, I don't know if it's actually 8, but it's giving off, you know, as if 8 spots were filled. Anytime the 9th slot gets filled, one little bit of power comes out, which is enough to trigger everything, which triggers this, which empties the melons. And I have tested it. Yes, putting all 3 of them in there will make this thing dispense. And why didn't I just hook this up to a pair of observers? You'll see why in a second. Or maybe you won't. But basically, if only one piece is in here, it turns it into seeds. And I don't need melon seeds. But yeah, this is just to make my life a little bit easier. And now I can actually use the trading hall to full effect. But yeah, that is the Melon and Pumpkin Farm new edition. And at this point, this thing is actually complete, so I need to decorate the upstairs of this now. But that is a project for another day. Yes. Yeah, I've got some of it, and I gotta finish filling in the villagers. I should probably do the librarians, so if I die, I have new tools again. So what are we doing today? As you can probably tell by the thumbnail, I have some Eevees in mind. That's right, just about everyone's favorite multi-evolving Pokemon. We're building Eevee today. As for where we're gonna put Eevee, well, that is not exactly nearby. I still kind of want to put like a Snorlax or something really big in this area, so I'm saving this. But if you remember from Season 1, all the way over there is my slime farm. Let's go take a look at it. Yep, here's the swamp. There's the slime farm. There's our Yanma. I have run out of rockets, so I'm going to have to make a landing somewhere. But as you can see, the swamp is slowly loading in. And what you don't always see is that this swamp is actually kind of far from my real base. That's one of the reasons we have the safari ball out here in the first place. It's because this is nowhere near the rest of our builds. And honestly, getting here is not the easiest thing in the world, in that I kind of tend to... Can I not just climb this vine? Okay, I guess I can't. But yeah, getting here isn't the easiest thing in the world. Because I have to open F3. Whoa, that's a lot. So that way I can actually tell which way I'm going. Because it's kind of nondescript all the way over here. I just came here for the swamp so I can make the slime farm. But that does give me a fun opportunity. I get to fill the whole way there with Pokemon. That way I'll be able to fly here by flying over Pokemon. And I'll never lose track of which way I'm supposed to be going. And one thing that I have seen flying back and forth over this long stretch of land is a place that I think would be perfect to put Eevee and possibly even the rest of the Eevolutions. And that spot is right over here. I think that this particular set of land and mountains and whatnot is the perfect place to put Eevee as well as the rest of the Eevolutions. So I'm thinking we put Eevee right here and just kind of have it stand in the middle of everything. Then we'll put Vaporeon somewhere in the water, maybe over there. Leafeon over here in this grassy area. Maybe somebody over here, or maybe over here, depending on where in the water Vaporeon goes. Maybe someone sitting on top of this mountain, try out a new pose so they don't all just look identical. I think that Sylveon would look really good standing over here in all the flowers. I think that's a fun one. And of course, we even have a little bit of an ice-capped mountain for Glaceon. So, yeah, I think this is where we're going to build at least one Pokemon today. I might get to 2. We'll see how things go. But, yeah, let's get to building our Eevee. Let's go. Alright, you guys, and there we have our Eevee. I think they came out really darn cute, and super bright, and super exciting, and, for those who don't know, Eevee is actually really, really cool. They can evolve into, like, 8 different forms, which means that whatever, your team needs, Eevee is, kind of got you covered. Although, honestly, I don't think I've ever actually used one in, like, a main playthrough of a game. Although that'll be really embarrassing if I use one in my Nuzlocke and forgot. Whoopsies. But, I did use it, of course, for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. That was a lot of fun. And my favorite usage of Eevee was in Pokemon Conquest. As, again, that whole can evolve into multiple different kinds of Pokemon thing makes it so you have a different partner anytime you play the game. And if you haven't played Pokemon Conquest, well, you're missing out. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. So with Eevee now built, the next focus is going to be on surrounding the area with all the different evolutions that Eevee could potentially evolve into. But I'm actually going to save that for next week's episode. Yes, that's right. Next week. For the next couple weeks, I intend to put out one Eevolution per episode. And I'm going to try to do one episode per week. Why? Because there's a lot of Eevolutions, and I want to make sure they each get their own time in the spotlight. Plus, I want to see if I can try to get to weekly, because I think bi-weekly is just a little slow. And with Season 2, I figured, yeah, we'll try some new stuff. Speaking of trying new things, while I was building Eevee, I got attacked by pillagers, and we got this new item, the ominous bottle. Well, that sounds pretty ominous. And you use these to either start a raid at a villager area or the new trial chambers. And I really want to check them out. I kind of forgot they were in this update until I got the ominous bottle. And now I really want to go do that. So what I'm going to do in the next couple episodes is get ready for, go and find, and hopefully defeat the trial chambers. For those who don't know, they're a new thing added to Minecraft in this new update. And you go there, you fight way too many monsters, and hopefully get access to the new Minecraft weapon, the mace. Obviously, this is a pickaxe and not a mace, but I really want the mace. Which is silly. It's not going to help me, you know, in my single-player world, but it would still be cool to have. So that's what we're doing next time, is building more Eevees and tackling the trial chambers. Of course, first, I have to find them. But we'll do that at the start of next week's episode. If you guys enjoyed this one and you want to see more Eevolutions or more Pokemon in general, maybe like, maybe share, maybe subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!